day 140 for the vlog, and today started out with waking up a little early. I don't say early, regular time. I feel like it's early. Walking the pup. Pup had a little freak out with one of the dogs in the complex. She still had her cone on. Took her to the dog park. This is the first time I've taken her off the leash while with the cone, while being outside. She ran across the gate just to bark at this dog. The other dog, I think it was really nice, just kept walking and looked at her like, "What are you doing? Why are you acting so crazy?" Got her and it's like, "Let's get out. It's too early for this. It's a little bit before 7. Let's go somewhere else. You need to calm down." So we walked until she went potty, brought her in, got ready, drove back up north for the soccer game. I guess the kind of funny side stories is that I had talked to my dad and said, check the weather, check the weather. I know we're getting rain over here. So let me know how the weather is on your side, because if it's going to rain and pour, I'll just stay here, relax, hang out with the pup. And she's supposed to get her stitches out today or tomorrow, so I can take her tomorrow. But I was like, I'll just stay up here this weekend, and then next weekend I'll just go down for a couple days instead of just the one day. Then we can just take my time, relax a bit. And he's like, no, we're fine. We're gonna play. Game's at 10. So let me know when you're gonna leave, and I'll meet you there. I said, okay. I'm gonna leave by 8. I think I left by 8:20. Got there around 9:45. Got the dog to my brother, dad's place. Put her in the kennel. And then went to the game. And they were a little bit behind, which was good for me because I had time to kind of warm up, put on my shoes. Bad news was there was a storm rolling in. And at first, I think it was a slight sprinkle, and then there was a little bit of thunder. And after about 5 minutes, one of the other referees came out and said, "We got to stop it. It's within 10 miles. We need everyone off the field." So we went underneath the little Ramada gazebo thingy, and we're just sitting, talking, hanging out, which was fine. It was cool. Everyone was nice. And then about 20 minutes later, they said, "Hey, we gotta call it. Lightning's within 2 or 3 miles." It's like, yeah, the clouds are big enough, so I was kind of expecting it. It's either wait there for a couple hours or just they're gonna call it. And they called it, so I went to help my dad put his stuff back in the truck. Drove back, got the dog, took her for a little walk so she can go to the bathroom, hang out, sniff around. She got a little excited, maybe anxious on some level. But she was excited, just the new smells. Like, we were just here last week. You know what the smells are, it's fine. But I think with more rain, probably more flowers are blooming and more bugs and all that, so she would definitely want to sniff around. We let her sniff, went back in, tried to sit down, play with her a little bit with her little rope, little tug of war action. And then my dad called me up and said, "Hey, me and the other coach want to go get lunch at Chili's. You want to go?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's Chili's. I'm always down for Chili's." So changed, got dressed, and I was gonna put Gamora in the kennel, but she has a hard time moving around. So I had another cone for her that's a little bit smaller. So I took the other one off, put this one on, and she was a little bit hesitant about it. She was kind of like shaking her head again. I was like, I thought you got used to the cone, so I don't know why this one's a big deal. It's smaller. It was I guess they call it a soft cone. So around the neck and edges, it's got a little layer of plastic or rubber so that you just have to bang it on everything, whereas the other one was just getting loud. And I felt on some level annoying. I was trying to be patient. It seemed like she was just trying to like click, 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 smack her head against the wall and the floor and the chairs and the legs and the counters. And I was like, oh my gosh, puppy, But got her in that, so she was able to turn around, sit down a little bit, get a little more comfortable. Came back. It was starting to rain again, so I waited a bit, then took her out. We were outside for maybe 20 minutes, trying to see if she would pee or just let her get fresh air, and then brought her in and tried to get her to calm down. And she's getting attached to my dad. She really likes going over and bugging him. And though my dad has to pets her neck like around the collar, and then like a little bit around like the front of her shoulders. So she just keeps going back to him every time he gets up, or every time he says something. It's like, "Oh, did you want me? Do you remember me? You want to pet me again?" And so it was kind of funny. I'm glad my dad was in good spirits about it and wasn't too annoyed. But then there was a USA game versus Canada, and they scored, I think, within 21 seconds. And that was the only goal of the game, which was, I guess, fine. They won, advanced to the next round. But again, I'm finally noticing that thing where if I eat a big dinner and it's more than I would consider normal for me, I get tired, and so I just zonked out again, at least for 2 hours. It was a while. I just did not feel rested. And then thankfully, Komomo got ready and sat right next to me on the couch. I mean, it took her a while to find her spot, but she did. And then afterwards, or before that, I had taken her collar off. I was like, you know what? I think this is just giving you more stress right now. So let's take it off. You haven't tried to play with your stitches, and as long as me and my dad are watching you, you're fine. And so took about the cone off. Then it was a big change in her attitude and demeanor, just a little more playful, a little more calm. She sat down really quick, was more responsive to hearing her name called and request. So telling her to sit or calm, behave, or to come over here. So that was really nice to see. So I drove back, took the cone off her, and just had her in the harness, and she was fine. Got back and she was ready to play again. So we played a little bit, but she still got her stitches in. I think she's gonna be fine. Just a couple little scars on her side now. So we'll see. Not sure if I'm trying to take her in before work. They said the place is the technical walk. The walk-ins are from 8 to 8 because that's when they have the technician there, I guess they said, to take the stitches out. So I'm not sure if I'm going to take her before work or after. I'm trying to go to bed early. I finished reading, finished doing 110 push-ups. And I'm just trying to finish the log. And it's only 12:08. Much better than 1:30, 2:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So that's a good start. And no run. Took a day off. Kind of had the soccer game. Kind of didn't. I was hoping to maybe get back in time to run, but didn't get back till 9:15. So I was like, it's too late. Just sit down, let the dog play, let her settle in. And she's dozed off to sleep. I can see her little legs start shaking as she's got some puppy dreams going. But I'm good. I read. And finishing the video. Finishing logging in all of my daily stuff. And we're ready to go to bed. And there we go. We're all set. So run your life with health and happiness. Have a good night.